Yeah, I think we're just gonna jump right out the barrel. And now our first map is going to be Miru, and I'm pretty sure not sure if we are gonna get a side swap or we're gonna get a
Uh,
server reset.
Tarmac.
Just
Tarmac's in play on his own map once again. You love to see it. Tarmac had some good plays versus both, I want to say DYS, and there was one other game. Was it the aerial game? I think it was the aerial game. But
that Tarmac played in.
I think I'll need to go back and look, but we're starting this out right here, right now, with a POV of the man, the myth, the legend, Kodiak. It seems like Acer is going to be playing far back on this B site here, waiting for a push from Rekt. Early nades
being thrown. And now the firefight, Nero has to deal, be that first line of defense. Kaikilo throwing another nade towards elbow. And Rusty gonna extend out. Nero shuts down Rusty. Black's gonna get the scan. It's gonna go up. Black backs away in time. Kaikilo stuck behind that smoke.
Flank.
It's gonna push up, and it's gonna be another flank. 2v3, making that a 1v3. Just down to Sheer and another 1v3 scenario. He has been in here multiple times, but the defense, the absolute reject.
Oh, he only had one bullet.
It just fumbles the pistol.
Unfortunate for Sheer, but I don't think there's a way back into that round for them anyways. 1-0 for Acer. And that's the pistol round swept under the rug. Hey, there it is. Some different guns. Kodiak on the AK-12. Taquito also on the AK-12. Rusty. Tarmac. We're actually seeing some good gun variety. I was talking about it on Suna on one of our previous casts for this stream. How we saw a lot of good AK-12 usage on Suna, but we haven't been seeing it as much on the other maps, possibly because it's a bit better at those longer range engagements where you don't really want to have to worry about controlling recoil and you just want a good long range headshot. These early nades are going to be absolutely crucial to preventing not only a rush, but getting some tiny bits of chip damage, because most of the boxes on this B side of the map you can shoot through. The spot that Rusty is in right now, you can shoot straight through those boxes and shred an attacking team pushing up. Though it does look like Rekt want to take it slow from here. And that is their right. Yeah.
1 minute left play. And no picks yet. Not even a tiny bit of chip. But there was, as I said, that Kodiak taking a little bit of damage.
What a flash.
Into smoke side.
Lands right on the catwalk, and Fizz will open up the round. Less than 50 seconds left, and Rekt doesn't seem to have an opening anywhere. And
now they're playing too slow.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna have members of Acer. They're gonna push. They're gonna keep extending. Fizz able to find Black. Now Taquito gonna come in for the reswing there as well. But I was saying, you go too slow, you're gonna let the defense take a good portion of map control. And now Black and Sheer have to make this push. 20 seconds left. They gotta commit. And Black pushes on to find Julian, but Kodiak from bunker side. 15 seconds left. Scanner is down. 10 seconds. Nothing that Sheer could do. It's just gonna be sprays. 8 seconds. It has to go for the kills. And Kodiak just stays there for the trade.
Wow. I mean, Rekt slowing it down a little bit too much there, as you said. Giving Acer way too much map control. Acer's just going to get comfortable with it here. They're going to look for any extra chip damage they can get, any wall bangs, any little bits of information they can get. They absolutely thrive off of it. As soon as you give Acer any information, or Rekt any information for that matter, any of these top 4, top 5 teams information, they will use it and abuse it against you. Meanwhile, Rekt picking up the pace a little bit. They want to go for this mid push.
Rusty able to find Kodiak as Julian gets 2. It's still fully even. Now it's a 2-on-2 action.
Wait, Scanner's in bunker.
It's dropped near bunker, which is in Acer control.
Was that meant to be like an A snake or something? Go through bunker, split A? Because there were no players playing towards highway or A main there, and This nade from Tarmac is going to be absolutely vital.
Nade there knocks down Fizz to 50%. A minute left.
A little bit less than 50%, actually. Fizz is killable in just 2 bullets here. Pretty similar health pools on both sides, and this is where crouching and sound plays a vital role in the late round. 50 seconds is plenty of time to just sneak around, get a different angle, but it seems like Tarmac wants to approach this from just one spot with a little bit of a tunnel vision, and Sheer 4 capitalizes off of that.
Just down to Fizz, and it's a trade to confirm it. As the Rekt get the first round.
On the board for Rekt is 1. Beautiful job. Meanwhile, Acer, I think they took a chill pill that round. There wasn't any huge strides, any huge plays happening. It was mostly just trading him out, playing textbook Vail, just playing off your teammates and, you know, having decent gun skill. And, you know, I will say not every round is going to be perfectly exciting or whatever, but when you get a nade like that to open it up, it sure seems like it.
Rekt are making progress. Rusty able to take down Narrow, and here comes the extension as Julian takes down Rusty. Gets the punish in time. But now you're gonna have to play this 3-4. No utility left for either side. And Sheer 4 takes down Julian, and retake is starting to dwindle as Fizz at least gets a single pick, as well as Akito, as it's down to a 2-on-2. And
Akito spots that player 90.
It's a trade. Fizz and Taikilo. It's a swing out. It's another one.
Wow.
As it is evened up 2-2.
If that doesn't tell you how close some of these rounds, some of these gunfights are going to be in this series, then boy, do I have news for you. These are some of the best players in the game. There's a reason these two teams were on a stage in Colorado earlier this year and have faced off against each other multiple times in Crest League. Now Kodiak posting up on this very tight angle. His shoulder is going to be slightly exposed if somebody were to push out on these B stairs, come in close to bunker. But for the angle that he's holding, it's pretty good if the attackers, the colonists, are trying to get mid control from their spawn. Tarmac going to pick up the first. We'll see what Rekt can carry off of that.
Keto on the pinch, as well as Kodiak finding their picks. And now pushes stagger 2-4. This is what Rekt has to deal with, and Sheer 4 gets the peak and goes down again. Another trade.
But it was a headshot. Both headshots this time. He is hitting his shots, and I mean, to be fair, he has the most kills in the lobby right now. He is carrying his weight. Meanwhile, most of the side of Acer, pretty even. 5 kills on everyone except for Kodiak. Pretty reasonable this early on in the game. We'll have to see if anyone pops off in particular. It seems like Kodiak's going to be that dedicated mid player.
A lot more passive there. Another trade. These teams are so close that they're actually ending up trading each other out. Kodiak throwing another nade. Forces evasive action from Rusty. Kodiak there to secure that kill. Tarmac able to take down Takedo, who tries to push in towards his flank. Then fight towards mid. Fizz wins it. And it's down to a 2-on-3. But there is a bit of HP advantage for the side of Rekt. Kodiak around 45 HP, and Julian is still on full health. Tarmac looks the wrong way, and it's just Sheer 4.
1 versus 2 for Sheer 4. No utility for anyone on the board here. It's going to be a slow mid-round. 1 minute on the clock. And Sheer 4 has some options here. They do need to recover the scanner, meaning they do need to take a fight with at least one of these players. But if they take that opportunity much sooner, they could perhaps isolate that second 1v1 versus Kodiak and win it due to Kodiak being on half HP. And Sheer 4 has an idea that Julian's on this box. And he is so committed.
30 seconds remaining.
He's so committed that he's crouching all the way up. And Julian still wins the fight anyways. What a beast.
Round starting. Get ready.
Now, Acer leading by 2.
Yep, 4-2 on map 1. And remember, bracket reset is needed for Rect if they want to make this happen, if they want a Crest League win. And some utility traded early round, very strategic. Julian going to be swapping out his piece of utility with Viz so he can have 2 nades to defend this B site, which is oh so worth it considering those nades are going to be landing right where he needs them.
That. And a Sakilo trade down to just 3 left for
Wait,
Rect.
Kodiak's pushing out.
And Black tries to push out. Kodiak swings out. Tries to land a knife kill, but unsuccessful. Julian tucked behind that box. But now here comes the push. Comes the flank. Engineer 4 takes down Julian. But Viz confirms that final kill, as that is 3 in a row.
Ace are really popping off now. They're getting their kills, not only locking down the site, but using great utility to make it happen. And great positioning. Kodiak a little in over his head there, going for the knife kill. But I think if he had his gun out, definitely could have gotten 2 picks on that timing coming through the smoke. With all the nades exploding, I'm pretty sure you could cover up some the initial coughing noise at least if you time it properly. And we'll take a look on the other side of the map now that Rect is going for a bit of a 2-pronged approach here.
Rusty able to find Neuro.
Wait, that's B completely open.
No, there's gonna be reinforcements. Surely.
The rotate's late though. Julian's just giving it up.
Now Sakilo able to take down Taquito. Now it is still looking good for the side of Rect, and it's looking great as there is 2 more members left of Acer. But Fizz able to find Sakilo, just maybe at least give a bit of hope for Acer on this round.
Yeah, and Julian threw that nade on B earlier. That gives away his position, meaning Rect is absolutely safe to rotate over and get this scanner down on the A artifact.
And Tarmac gets the final kill onto Julian. And they're starting to close the gap.
Keyword starting. Still got to get there. But there is the chance. Swapping sides now. Rect will be going on to the defense. And on this map, defense is where you shine. Having great utility usage on B side and picking up some great angles on A is how you're going to win it. And Acer is hungry for a fast push.
That Kilo trying to make some noise, trying to get some action, trying to buy enough time for the team to rotate as Nero is able to take down Black. Push through Sakilo, gets a trade, and now Rusty's gonna extend, finds 1! Unsuccessful on the swing onto Kodiak, and it's another 2-3 situation. Nade toss from Kodiak a little bit too high, but look at this. You have Julian and Taquito, they're starting to wrap.
Are they? Oh, they are. And that's should be sight in complete control for Acer here. Taquito does have a frag. This could be big if he throws it main, but he opts to throw a bunker instead.
Tarmac pushes through. VN4 is pushing in. Tarmac's able to find 1. Spots to Kodiak on the bunker side, but the forklift. That's what you have to look at. It's Julian finds 1. But it's down to another 1v1 Kodiak versus Tarmac. There's no nades left. Tarmac is going to start it. So at least another fake. Kodiak is swinging on through. It's a trade.
Both 1 HP. Both 1 bullet from death. And that will come back to bite them. Acer now double wrecked score line. But not to be ashamed. Rect still has plenty of opportunities here to stack up against Acer to tie up the score line. And that starts with, once again, their utility usage towards B. And can they win the mid fight? That's what matters here. It's Tarmac on mid with the AK-12. If he can pick up a pick, he could split the map in half and carry the team on his back to a round victory.
Rex. A lot more default base with the scanner heading towards main. Sakilo able to take down Kodiak. A little bit of a standstill right now. That number 1, which is going to be Black, gonna be that main defender. Decide if they make this route to A. But Acer, they're starting to make their focus onto B.
Like, Kilo's still here. Good peek from him. Could be everything. Acer, it does only have 3 alive, meaning this man disadvantage is gonna hurt very much when they try to charge into the site. Like, Kilo's
able to find Neuro. And it's gonna be a swing in from Julian, able to take down Rusty. Has 4 more to go. Sakilo gets spotted, immediately shut down. And Sheer 4 pushing up towards the elbow, but it's gonna be the flank as well. And it's somehow the tides have turned. And Sheer 4 has to make this rotate because they know where the last one is. It's a race against time.
20
Who
seconds.
gets there first? 20 seconds left on the clock. Smoke thrown as well. The scan's gonna go live.
Cheer 4 has all the time now.
1v2. It's an HP situation.
That's
Fizz
huge.
It's just down to Fizz. Fizz has to keep Cheer from preventing this.
He knows Fizz can't be tunnel. He has to be bunker or main. As he killed the player that was rotating towards tunnel. And Sheer 4's just going to go for the fight. Sheer 4's just going to go for the fight.
And gets it.
Wow, and wrecked.
That was an absolute nail biter of a round.
Up to 4, and we're getting the close rounds that we wanted. Acer still in the lead by 2, but wrecked, making it competitive. Exactly what you want to see from the 2 champion teams. These early rounds are still kind of scary, I won't lie. Acer's getting knocked down a peg, but then they just managed to find every pick in the world, and Wrecked is put on the back foot despite their early picks.
A sprayed through. With the AK in hand, as now the push is to the side. Nades being thrown.
Oh,
Rusty on the swing. Good for
Rusty
1,
with
good
2.
for 2. And finally gets cleared out. Now down to just a 3-on-3. Kodiak and Julian on the main side haven't made their way fully through. And now this is going to give Black enough time. Just hold. Get that rotation in.
Oh, Kodiak sneaking up though. This is smart.
I think he just saw Tarmac.
No, I don't think so. I think Kodiak's just committed to this. He's waiting. And if Kodiak gets this pick, they immediately plant.
Gonna start the scan. It's a spray through, unsuccessful. But now it's a post plant. Tequila finds Sheer. Kodiak still committing to the swing. It's just down to Black in a 1-on-3 scenario. Nade primed, forcing Kodiak off that elbow side. But now all I have to do is just let that time run.
3 angles to clear out with only 1 piece of utility. Is that a smoke? He could just smoke and defuse. Wait, he's actually doing it.
He's just gonna go. He's gonna commit. It's a
He's
spray
faked
down.
it.
He has to check the guy on long.
Oh, but the smoke
gets the kill.
Swings out of the smoke before his teammate comes out of long. I think that could have been possible if he just dropped the smoke on himself or right in front of the site. Could have used that artifact as cover and possibly even sprayed back to cover some of the noise up.
No. When I'm pretty sure that plant was too far out.
Was it?
If it was a bit more centered, then yeah, you could use that as cover. But I just think a lot of teams are recognizing like you could just hide behind the scanner with the smoke situation.
7 rounds now on the board for Acer. Their victory of this map is looming ever closer as they need 2 rounds, and that's going to be the first.
Rusty going to be the first one to get that pick. But here comes the counter aggression from that side of Acer. Utility being thrown as Rusty falls. Akilo has to defend on his own as it's a trade with Kodiak 2-2. Now Julian is going to make the commitment to get this scan in. Tarmac has to push from short. And cheer for that nade. It just bounces off the box. Fizz gets spotted off the cross towards long. And I'm pretty sure all Sheer has to do is just commit to the scan. You just have to deal with Tarmac.
Oh, Tarmac dead.
And Fizz gets the kill. And Sheer 4 has to do it all by himself.
Once again.
Fizz tries to get the kill. It's a 1-to-1. 10 seconds left.
He sticks
a
it.
scan on through,
Oh, he
but
doesn't.
good luck trying to commit to that.
8 for Acer, and that's map 1 point. Julian cleaning it up as Acer. Pretty solid performance across the board. I do want to say Sheer 4 for Wrecked. Absolutely showing up. Getting those 1v2s. Those vital picks in the mid round. But they've got to pick up just a little bit more. It's not just the kills that matter here. It's can they slow down the Acer push? Can they prevent the Acer lurk and flanks? And that's a question that's going to be answered in this next round, as they only have one opportunity to make a mistake here.
Tier 4 gonna get that kill, and that is not a trade. So they are gonna make it even, as it's still another 3-2, and it's just down to Julian. A 1-on-3.
Full util and has scanner. This is so winnable for him. He knows there has to be a player elbow, right?
There's a flashbang thrown. That definitely hit. And now just somehow Sheer 4 loses that gunfight. And now Tarmac has to do it all again.
Both on 20 HP. Same pieces of util. And he's gonna plant in the smoke. Oh my goodness, Julian. Take your time with this one. You've already got 2. You just need to kill this map's creator. Tarmac, the man who designed this map. Can his own creation save him and his team?
He knows what Tarmac is. It's the pre-fire.
The nade could be
Another
good.
nade as
It's a
well.
little too high. Tarmac, you need to use your own map here to save the day. But Tarmac, the creator, goes down, and Julian will give Acer their first map in the series versus Wrecked, 9-4. What a way to end that, Julian. You're a beast. You're absolutely mental for pulling off that 1v2, and especially that second kill, I have to say. That tucking into the box to try to avoid the flash, I'll give you props for that, but I do not think you should have got that kill. Julian absolutely popping off. 16-8. That clutch pushing him to the top of the scoreboard and really showing his worth on this roster. Fizz right there behind him. Kodiak as well with 12 kills. Guido the only one on Acer not with double digits, but still carrying his own weight. Sheer 4. We talked about him a little bit in the game. Great performance. Tarmac as well, carrying his own weight. But we need to see a little bit more out of Rusty and Black on this next map if Wrecked is going to pull this second map. How are you feeling about game 1, Heritage? Or map 1, excuse me.
There were so many opportunities that Acer took advantage of. Because it did look like, I think in that second half, there were so many moments where Rex had it in the bag, but they just made very basic errors. And they ended up, and just Acer, they just absolutely capitalized on it.
So true, and I think Acer, they just had much better mid rounds. Wrecked, they were consistently winning the early rounds. They were having good utility. They were having good early picks. But Acer just were absolutely dominating the rotates. They were uninterrupted when they were rotating, and that gave them all the opportunity in the world to group up, find picks, equalize, and convert rounds that, in theory, they should have never won. We'll see what they're doing for map 2 shortly, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right, all right, all right. Back into Acer versus Rekt. We saw a pretty close matchup on Miru. Some very defining rounds where Rekt led in the early parts of the round, but Acer punched back. They showed that they are absolutely ready to take this championship away from Rekt. Heritage, why don't you go ahead and take us off in round 1 here of map 2, Itsuna.
All right, potentially one more map that Acer needs. Potentially close this entire thing out. The push coming in from Acer is going to be focused towards this B side. Now I think Rekt has started to learn. They're stacking a lot more players on this B side. Rusty with that nade gonna throw it. Does damage, actually doesn't damage anyone. Both utilities are gonna be wasted. Rusty trying to push through, trying to dance towards this site. The sprays as well. They're all gonna try and peek. Rusty has to back down. Site is gonna be fully conquered. Rusty's gonna be able to climb right back up. Acer are able to get the smoke off. They have the cross available. Mad Dog gonna make that first cross. Falls to Rusty. Now the smoke in the cough. Rusty pushes it right down. Gets 2 before going down as well. Now it's a 3-2 situation.
Neuro does recover the scanner.
As Black has fully pinched, but gets Achilles that is just down to Neuro in a 1v3. No utility.
Just the scanner.
And Black gets spotted. What a good flick, but unsuccessful.
Beautiful play from
Rekt
Rusty there as well. Picking up 2 on the cross and good utility usage from Rekt. Good work from them to start the lead off strong.
A heavy push towards the mid between Black and Achilles. Both are very weak. But Black is at that 1 HP bar, and it's a nade from Sheer4 that takes down Achilles an absolute dime. And Rusty being that usual defender towards the long side, a spray through, a peek, finds one. But without the cost of his life, a nade thrown as well for Sheer4 out of position. A nade as well from both sides. Push on through, 3-4, site control in favor of IV. Narrow heavy. Wow, I'm stupid as hell. 3-on-3 scenario for Acer. Nade is tossed, trying to force him out, trying to deny his plant. And Sheer4, and on through, able to find Fizz, still dancing around that wall, dancing around that barrel. Narrow swings out, finds one without getting costed by Micro, and now Julian is getting pinched from Tarmac and Micro. And just has to play his cards right. Spots Micro. Knows Tarmac is going to come from the long side. Here's the audio cues.
Tarmac does have utility here, though.
There is a smoke. No, but once that's thrown, he's going to know where he's at. And that misses.
And there's the cough. No, he's using the cough.
Yep, there's the cough. It's supposed to go through. But Julian wins the clutch.
1v2 from Julian. What a performance. What a way to follow up the pistol round. Julian making up for that one lost round by giving his team a point on the board all by himself.
Achilles finding a pick onto Black. As now there is mid control for the side of Acer. Now, you're going to have to play a guessing game of where these players are going to go. What's Acer going to pull again?
Exactly. With that mid pick, Rekt is now split in half, and Achilles could lock down middle from any rotates. So now it's which site do you stack, and with Fizz and Tarmac finding a trade, it should be inferred that there's only one player on
Rusty
A.
finds Mad Dog, a nade there as well. I just get to beam, dupes himself off the rocket. And now Sheer4 behind the sandbags finds Nero. In it to a 2-on-2. Has to fight Achilles. It's a trade. It's a 1-on-1 between Sheer4 and Julian. And now it's a guessing game. Do they make this rotate? And this could go down to timing.
The timing. Sheer4 knows. And he gets the
kill.
kill.
Sheer4 wins it.
Wow. Revenge against Julian's clutch of last round. We have a map on our hands. Sheer4 absolutely showing up in this series. Doesn't matter if they win or lose a map. He is gonna be on top of that scoreboard tonight. That's what he has in his mind. And once again, I want to emphasize the importance of this mid position. If Achilles wins this pick again, Wrecked once again gonna have to win either a clutch or a 1v1 situation, most likely. Good nade, but it doesn't connect with Achilles just quite. And it looks like Achilles might have his own nade to return over. Sheer4 gonna dodge that as well.
A little bit more of a default position from both sides. 2-1-2. The scan is favored towards A long. Now Rusty plays a bit up close, gets the trade. But you need to make sure not to rotate too early, because he only found a couple of players. Mad Dog gets kill onto Sheer4, but there is no budging yet.
Yeah, there's no smoke to cross for Mad Dog. He's gonna have to take this fight straight up, and that nade is gonna take a good, significant chunk of his health off. Well, about half, but Black will finish him off.
And now a 2-on-2 scenario. All players are split off from their teammates.
Acer with the health advantage, but Black has a little bit more info after hearing those noise cues. He should know about Catwalk, but it doesn't seem like he does. A good
And
rotate
now
from
it's
Acer.
Just onto Tarmac in this 1v2 situation. Has smokes, has nades. Is it good enough? No, it gets just a bit too short. Stopped by the barricade. And
It was
now,
worth a shot. It really was.
It was a really good attempt.
Oh, he picks up another. Wait. He picks up another nade off the body.
You can't make another attempt.
No. If he gets this kill, I think he could win it here. Oh, Achilles shuts him down early. No chance at a clutch, and it's 2-2. Those nades, absolutely vital. I mean, even just throwing one over the pipes from long to graffiti or vice versa can get you an early pick, or even just a slight amount of early damage that can give you the edge in a gunfight, especially if Acer decides to opt for a hard rush or a hard push. Their strategies have been, I'd say, fairly diverse. They switch up where the scanner goes fairly consistently, and they haven't been punished for bringing the scanner anywhere repeatedly yet. We'll have to see if that becomes a trend throughout this map, as we've still got 4 more rounds on this attacking half.
A lot of utility dumped towards this mid side, 2 smokes as well. But now there's flashbangs in. Neuro gets caught off guard by Rusty, but without taking down Sheer4 with him. As it's still fully even, 4-4. Achilles swinging out towards Scaffold.
Black should absolutely know that Achilles is still gonna play mid no matter what here. He could be in any position on Xbox, pushed up close, and he knows.
And now the kill feed is just all green, as it is in favor of Wrecked. Mad Dog left alone in a 1 versus 4, finds Tarmac.
The timing on that, he puts his gun down, but he's able to bring it back up right as he gets peeked into, and now he has scanner on his chest. Don't know if this is possible for him to clutch, but I'd love to see him try. The utility on Rusty and Black could shut him down very quickly.
Swing on through, gets spotted. Mad Dog trying to get the spray through, but Micro's there to shut it down.
Beautiful coordination.
As Wrecked are pulling the lead.
Rusty gonna take some early shots there on the A ramp to bait the swing out of Mad Dog, and Micro just swings off of that and takes the opportunity to get the kill. Wrecked now in the lead on Suna, 3-2. Early round silence. No early nades this time around. That is surprising.
Oh,
to say the least.
speaking of which, Sheer4 gets that first exchange. But Julian and Neuro pick it right back up.
Straight up the ladder is Black, and that nade is gonna force Acer just barely forward. Oof.
And Black just gets swept off his feet from that nade from Neuro. And now that's B wide open. Micro's able to find Achilles. The nade trying to at least force a couple players off that site. But Julian is gonna get this scan. 2v3 scenario. Micro is on critical HP as well as Julian. And it's just down to Micro, who swings on through, gets the trade. But the scan was still active. And we are tied up.
3-3. Those nades taking a good chunk of the lives out of that round. I mean, Black, really good nade to force Acer to push forward a little bit further, but that just prompts a response nade, which ends up taking his life. That's a tough pill to swallow, or should I say, a tough grenade to eat, as the B site is so vulnerable if you play in the same position over and over and over again, such as up on the sandbags by ladder or rocket. And it seems like Rusty's taking an off angle here. He's set up on Ninja and ready to spam this. Wow!
And just the absolute pre-fire and able to take down Nero.
And he gets the trade!
Gets the kill, but it's a trade!
Rusty, what is that shot?
And now Mad Dog is pushing in through from the catwalk side. Gonna be heavily audible. It's a swing, another one. And it's a 3-2. Achilles finds one off the mid side. Black has to fight off cat. Utility is being thrown. Still, it's a guessing game.
Julian does have scanner though. Keep that in mind. The rotate is possible here. And Tarmac has util to delay a push here. He should be weary of this. And the timing, Achilles puts his gun down. And now Julian has nowhere to go. He has 50 seconds to figure out how to win this 1v2 with no utility, no information, and absolutely no clue what his teammates were doing. Tarmac taking up a risky position. This one risky because it's called a one and done angle. Somebody swings into you, you're going to get the kill, but you can't get traded out. And it pays off for Tarmac. Smart positioning is rewarded, and Wrecked will take the lead on 4.
A 1 round difference. Now, Acer have to think of something to at least tie this game up. At least go into the next one. Basically, go into the second half with a clean slate.
4-4 half with Wrecked and Acer would be absolutely astonishing, especially on a map like Suna, where you think that the raw mechanics and gun skill would prevail. Oof, Julian shutting down Rusty this time around. We'll see how that affects the push.
Tier 4 having to back up. Now it's a matter of the smoke getting active and able to get into this cross. Black in Tier 4. This finds 2 through. Able to find at least 2. And Tier 4 able to stop that rampage. But it's just 2 players on this side of Wreck. Scan is going to go active. And Tier 4 finds another one onto Nero. But it's just Sheer in a 1v3. And has to basically keep this alive. But we are expecting a 4-4 first half.
Yeah,
and we are going to go into the second half.
Sheer's teammate taken
starting
out.
from scratch.
Sheer's teammate taken out from that flank on mid by Achilles, but Tier 4 actually picks up one of the players that has some health. Julian is going to be low. This is a possible clutch, but the long swing's going to come in, and Achilles will win it out. Tier 4, 3 kills in the round, carrying all of that weight, but at the end of the day, Acer is going to win that round and turn it into a 4-4 half. It's an even tie game. And now Wrecked really have to make something happen on this tech. They need to stay in the lead, so this pistol is absolutely vital to their success on this map. Absolutely vital to staying alive in the series, as Acer has already taken Miru off of their hands.
Is able to knock down Black to around 50%. A nade as well. It's a bit too high. Now, Rusty gonna be extending out. Finds 1. Good for 2. And Julian makes it even. Now Black's able to find the pick onto Neuro. The fight towards main. Julian tosses a nade and gets the kill.
What?
As now Sheer 4 and Black have to push towards this A site with no scanner in hand.
Sheer 4's aware of what could be the mid rotate from Achilles. They know mid is loved by him. And they should also have an idea that Julian is playing up towards the scanner. 2 versus 2 where the scanner needs to be recovered in 1 minute. There's plenty of time, but the defenders do have an advantage. They not only have a scanner on the ground, but they also have utility on their wrists. This is going to be a difficult one for Rex to pick up. But if they just time their push here properly, they could solo out Julian and have an opportunity to get a 5th round. The timing here is everything for Julian.
This is so
And they hear the
reliant.
scanner.
Scan's gonna get picked up. Julian's gonna go through. It's a drop.
Sheer 4 gets
and
away.
it's absolute timing. Julian gets spotted.
Oh,
And
but
Julian
Scanner's
wins
down.
the fight. It is just down to Black. 20 seconds left on the clock. Finds one.
Black
has to
get
take out
scanner.
Achilles.
He has to get scanner.
And gets it. But
12
he wants
seconds.
to force
Oh,
a
this
post
nade's
plant.
big.
It's another nade. It ends up breaking
has
off
to
the
plant fast.
container. Achilles is gonna swing out and gets the kill.
Oh! Acer getting their 5th. That could have been so different if Black either just hit the nade or ducked properly behind that one piece of cover. So many options, but flustered in the moment. Wrecked will give up that second vital pistol. And Acer is now leading into our second half. I will say, Acer needing to do a little bit better job of holding onto the scanner, though. Achilles was a bit too far away to support Julian if he wanted to make a play there when the scanner got picked up. So they had to just forfeit it, and that gave Rekt an opportunity back into the round.
Nero able to find Sheer 4. Rusty absolutely able to get a pick on the long side.
Oh,
able to
he
take
put Mad
down
Dog.
Black with a nade. Nade as well going to be thrown a little bit short, hitting that hop up. But Rex still have a player down, make it 2 players down, and potentially the third, hypothetically a third, as Tarmac is at base 1 HP. Nero able to take down Tarmac, but it's the trade to confirm it. It's just going to be a 6 for Acer.
Now 2 points in the lead. It's starting to grow on Rekt. They need to figure out something now. They were able to get the initial trade. They were able to force Acer to play 2 on each side. But the rotates here for Acer are just too quick. Rekt are going to have to maintain some sort of stronger mid presence if they want more of these rotates dead, more of these Acer players dead. And Sheer 4, that's exactly what he's going to do. Taking mid. And now Rekt have the opening they need.
Mad Dog able to get that kill onto Rusty. Now look at how staggered
They're
side
out.
of Acer is.
They're out
They're
scaffold.
pushing up. They're extending this way, but Sheer 4 gets shut down. Julian with the knife.
Oh, the one hand.
Unsuccessful, but does get the one hand. It is just down to Tarmac once again. 1 versus 2. A minute 20 on that clock, and nade's being thrown. And just what do you do if you're Tarmac? You have the scanner in hand.
1
You
minute,
need
10
to buy
seconds.
enough time.
Could crouch up here, but then again, Achilles is covering the cross on not only Sandwich, but towards Juke and Triple. He has to find Achilles if he wants anything, and that's not going to happen when he's playing the head peak on ramp. 7 rounds for Acer, now 3 in the lead, and only need 2 more to win the series.
A split decision coming in from that side of Rekt. sending in Micro and Tarmac towards this A side.
Wreck just
Now
forfeit.
Fizz is gonna get aggressive.
And
Fizz finds Cheer 4.
That's what I'm talking about. They just forfeit mid control after having really good initial picks on mid, and now Wrecked is essentially just thrown away the round because now they have to focus resources toward mid. They need to smoke off scaffold. They need to prevent a push. They need to get info, and because they didn't have somebody fighting that mid presence early on, they now have to waste utility in the mid round to get it to happen. And now all the info is favoring Acer. Oh,
Actually,
doesn't even matter.
Acer. It doesn't even matter. As now, Wrecked are up by 2. Control of B as well. A minute left to play. They're going to be able to get this plant. But Mad Dog's able to take down Black, who tries to get the hop up. They know where the last 2 players are going to be located.
Wrecked getting absolutely vital picks.
Time.
But
Julian does have utility to work with in the post plant.
Scanner going to go down now.
Does have a frag grenade.
And Mad Dog could make all the difference here. If he kills this player, not only Ninja, but Rocket could shut this down. And I think he spotted that player backside. He's got to be careful about Ninja, though. Ninja makes all the difference here.
Nades being thrown. Mad Dog gets spotted, gets traded out by Tarmac.
Close up.
Through the smoke, and Micro takes down Julian. As Breck get their 5th.
Wrecked managing to beat the odds that round and just find all of their force fully invested into B. And just pick off the Acer players without worrying about any utility coming their way. Another round on the board for Wrecked, and they are trying so hard to keep this close. They're hanging on by just a thread right now, and they really need another if they want the opportunity or even to prove that they deserve this map win.
Nades being tossed. Still, more neutral game, a lot more slower pace, no early picks. Is trying to find one towards the scaffold, but Rusty has a really good nade. Now the smoke's gonna be primed. They're gonna force this isolation, but Achilles finds Rusty. As this slows the movement of Wreck.
A 3 versus 4 for Wrecked. They have to have a good nade here. Achilles taking a little bit of damage from it, but he'll be locking down Catwalk for sure. Oh!
Able to find Achilles. Neuro able to take down the trade though, but it's still an even 2v2.
Full health on all 4 players. Utility only on Julian. He's been really good at holding on to this, but he is on the flank.
Flank watch, and now Sheer 4 just has to watch long.
Both Acer players coming from long here. This angle is really good for Sheer. Oh, but he drops off it at the wrong time.
Now Micro knows where both players are. Able to find Mad Dog. Has to get this kill onto Julian.
Should just try to guarantee the trade.
Through. At least the trade. Smoke's gonna be tossed. It's gonna be a coin toss. The cough through the smoke. It's a scan start. It's gonna push on through.
Oh,
Julian does it!
And that's 8 and series point.
On tournament point.
Acer, Julian, what a performance. Not even risking taking the trade against Micro and just opting to smoke it and force a push out of him instead. What a play. Micro, though, should be knowing where Julian is in that smoke, and unfortunate that he doesn't get the pre-fire off.
Wreck playing a lot more methodical. And a fight on mid could be a deciding factor as Nero takes down Rusty. That's one less player to worry about if you're on the side of Acer. The smoke through. Fizz takes down Tarmac. And it is starting to fall apart for Wreck.
3 players between Acer and a championship.
A nade being thrown. doesn't damage Micro whatsoever. And just look at how passive Rect are playing.
Waiting to see how Neuro reacts here. Does he pop out early? Does he let Ego get the best of him? Or does he have the timing of a lifetime? Does he spot both players looking towards site and not him? That's the real question
A nade being
here.
thrown, swings up, takes down the scanner.
Finds
But
only
it's
one,
only
though.
good for one. As that is going to be the site open. And this looks a lot more doable for Rect.
There's
but
no
they
smoke,
are
though.
working against the clock. There is no smoke.
No smoke for the cross, and there's two Acer players just holding it now.
And they're just risking it for the flashbang. Two players watching that cross. There's
That's
nothing
just
that Rect could
wasted
do.
utility.
They're gonna toss up. Gets body blocked by Sheen. And it's one more kill.
And look at this. Fizz wrapping around to close it off, but Mad Dog gets the kill first. 9-5 once again. Acer sweeping out Rect in 2-0, taking another CL crown to their name. What a performance from Acer. As per usual, only expecting the best from them. And with due respect, they pull up another one. We'll get Julian in here in just a moment to talk about the game. Man. Feelings, thoughts, anything, Heritage.
I mean, what a day. What a day.
What a day. I can finally hit the kill switch on my game. What a blessing. We'll get Julian in here real quick. We'll ask him some questions, see how he's feeling. Oh man. Oh man, oh man, oh man. It's the man, the myth, the legend with, what is this, the 8th? I think it's the 8th crown. Oh my goodness, man.
You know how we do it. I wanna start something off. I'd like to apologize to my mom and my dad for throwing a party. I'm sorry. It was worth it.
How many people were at the party?
Maybe like 30. Not a big
Two-story house?
party, but you know. Party? No, not a big house either.
Oh.
Hey, I mean, it was at least worth it, right? Like,
It was.
You can tell your parents you're still a esports champion, I guess. Anything you want to say about the team? Anything that was happening out of the ordinary, or were you all just chilling? What was going on through the minds?
We were chilling. I just want to say GG's to everyone. You know, these tournaments are fun. I like seeing Rect try out some new players. That was interesting to see. Like Mike Pro and Black. That was pretty cool.
Any other notes to any of the other teams that played today? I mean, we saw both Ivy and DYS get the other 2 spots in the top 4, so that was pretty impressive from both of them.
Yeah, they both definitely did play well. Say that Ivy played better than we expected. Not the first map, but the second map. I mean, obviously we're not used to EU servers, but you know you can't use that as an excuse.
Yeah, and about the I think it was aerial game. What happened on map 2 on Miru there was it just a little bit of screw up, or not really caring?
We actually all played with our feet. That map. Like,
you don't need to lie to me. It's okay.
Okay, the truth is we played with our controllers backwards. That's the honest truth.
All right.
Now, Ariel's definitely a good team. I was very sad to see Chem to go, but you know, Ariel took their spot. Pretty much did just as good as they did.
Any recommendations or any changes you want to see to any of the rosters? I mean, you mentioned Rect trying out some different people. Was there any roster changes you really liked or felt worked for these teams?
Nah, man, they're cooked. Yeah, jealous. You know, I think if you put, it would maybe have to be a 5v10 for it to be like a 9-8.
Well, I'll let you say anything you want to close it out here before me and Heritage end the stream. Any final words?
Love you, Mom and Dad. I hope New Orleans was fun. And good games to everyone
All
that
right,
played in this press league.
I'm throwing you out of here. It's good to hear your voice
All right.
again. Congrats once again. All right, I'm kicking you out.
Appreciate it.
See ya.
Bye.
All right, Julian, once again, getting to chat on stream. We always love it when we pull somebody up here from the winning team. Usually Acer, I won't lie to you. But Heritage, a long day coming to a close. We've got the 1v1s in the face-off arena tomorrow. Not sure if you'll be here with me for that, but I'd love to see you. And as well to everyone watching, I'd love to see you at the 1v1 face-off tomorrow. Heritage, any thanks or anything before we close off stream?
Any send-offs? Keep shooting bodies.
Yep.
Mag dump.
Mag dump, teabag. Go crazy.
What else is this? What else?
Knife
is
bodies.
Knife bodies.
Jump on them.
Throw the finger.
Yeah.
What else?
Champion squat. Yeah.
Yeah, champion squat.
Champion squat. All right.
We've seen the champion squat in real time, and guess what happened? You're champions.
They're champions.
I see. The champion squad win. Champion squad always wins.
So real, Heritage. But thank you for being here with me. I want to thank Seismic for once again putting together an amazing event. We've still got one more tomorrow. That's the 1v1s in the face-off arena, so don't miss that. We're going to have a lot of back-to-back action happening very quickly tomorrow. So if you want to see some of the best mechanically skilled players, don't be afraid to stop them by tomorrow. And if you want to participate in these tournaments for yourself, don't forget to join the Vanguard Gaming Discord where Crest League is hosted. Got everything from COD to Halo to Vail. So I'm sure you'll find your group of people here. My name's been Vav. Thank you so much, Heritage, for being here. And I think it's time to send off.